Ready?
I'm ready. Hot coffee on a cold day with Darren and Abby.
All right, and on that note, we will begin our program. Today, we are going to be talking about marriage. All right, hi guys. Today, we're going to be talking about the reality of marriage and the difference between that Hollywood and our culture puts between like dating and marriage, and just the view that our culture has about marriage. Meaning, like, a lot of times before we got married, we heard from other people, are you guys ready to do this? Are you sure about this? Or you can never go back, and your last night of freedom, and stuff like that. And those are pretty negative comments about the view of marriage, and I know that we get that from our society and the way that it portrays marriage. More like dating is the time where you have unlimited freedom and you can do whatever you want, and like just those are the times where you leave your boyfriend or girlfriend cute notes, you get them cute things, you're more intentional and you're falling in love, and it's just a magical thing. Marriage, you can do all that same stuff and like you fall deeper in love, and it's still super magical and an amazing, awesome experience that you get to have. And we think it's even 10 times better than the dating relationship. Also, another thing that our culture does is with sex, like they portray it on TV and movies and just everywhere that like sex in dating relationships is the fun, it's adventurous, it's more passionate, where in marriage married couples don't have sex, or it's boring, or it gets old with that same person.
So a great example, like Abby was talking about different stigmas that the society puts on to marriage, of how it can be not as exciting. Something that we intentionally do to combat that, to show that that's not true, is we connect daily every time we come home from work. So, for example, if I'm home first, I'm just hanging out at home doing dishes, whatever, she walks in the door coming home from work, I immediately drop what I'm doing and I go greet her at the door and welcome her home, make her feel loved and cherished and special. And something else that's really important that we want to touch on
is a lot of times we hear from people like marriage isn't all rainbows and butterflies. When you're committing to marriage, you're committing to fights, you're committing to harsh words being said, you're committed to it's not cuddling every night, it's not being happy every day. And what we want to say about that is, marriage and life in general isn't all rainbows and butterflies. There are trials, there are hard times, there are tears, there's but there's also laughter, there's joy. That's life, it's ups and downs. But we want to talk about how you can intentionally choose not to respond to if someone is doing something, you can choose not to respond with anger and with frustration and cause a fight. You can choose to respond with love and peace and patience. And so we can choose not to fight. Yeah. It's not like it's just something that just happens. Like, that's a choice we make. We have control over our actions, and so no matter if our work is bugging us, kids, our relationship, our leak in the kitchen faucet, whatever it is, we can choose to have constant joy, and not surrender our joy.
Yeah.
So what we just want to say with that is that your marriage can be glorious, wonderful, beautiful, amazing. You don't have to fight. You don't have to say harsh words. You can cuddle all the time. You can have great intimacy. What we're saying is that it's a choice that you make, and the reality of marriage is that it is absolutely incredible, and it's an amazing, wonderful gift from God that we hope and pray all of you, if you choose to and want to, can experience that.
Yeah, and where it starts is with your mindset. How your mindset starts off with going into marriage is how it can end up.
Just not believing those thoughts like, oh, this is my last night of freedom, or thinking it as a negative thing that, I'm committing to this person forever, it's just me and this one person. Like, that's not a negative thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's an absolutely incredible, beautiful commitment that you're making. And I think our world twists it the exact opposite and says, now you're losing all your freedom. And now it's going to be confining. But in reality, it's so much more freeing, the ways and the areas that you get to grow with your partner, and then also grow with God, because marriage is a huge reflection of how Jesus loves us. He's fully committed to us forever. He loves us with unconditional love. He wants to grow in intimacy with us. He wants to have a personal relationship with us, just like we have with our spouse. And that's why it's so incredible. Thank you for watching, and we hope you guys have a wonderful, happy New Year.
Come back next month and we will bring up a great topic that God has been laying on our heart to share with you.